if I pour some water over there, it will stay there and not going anywhere. So this is the problem with this exhaust shield, the water staying here until it damages the paint. Hello, it's Salimik. So if you've been watching me for a while, I'm sure you noticed that before making any video, I like to wash the engine and then do the video. It will be more presentable and it will be more obvious when I'm showing some of the parts. So with all these washing, I didn't have any problem with the check engine light or any wires. The only problem is this exhaust shield. I have painted this exhaust shield few years back when I got the car, and now it got rusted again. So if we look closer and analyze it, why we have some rust here and on the edges. The reason I have some rust on the top is because the paint I used at that time wasn't for high temperature and it got burned. That's why we have some rust here, but it's not that much. And the rust on the edges, because I didn't pay attention when I was painting the edges and the paint got chipped, that's why the water got into it and we have some rust there. There's another problem with this exhaust shield design, and that's why I wanted to make a video about it and show you so you can solve it before painting that exhaust shield. And the problem is we have a place here where the water is sitting and it stays over there. If you had a hole here or a slit like this, the water will be drained and not staying there, but in this case we don't have anything. So now the car on a flat level, if I pour some water over there, it will stay there and not going anywhere. So this is the problem with this exhaust shield, the water staying here until it damages the paint, penetrating the plate, and then you will have rusty spot like this. So the solution for that, we're gonna make a small hole here, maybe 5mm, so the water get drained and not staying there. So the easiest way to do that before removing this shield, we're gonna remove this cover and use a drill, make a hole over there, and then we will see the water got drained. It means that we solved that problem. Then we're gonna paint the shield. Alright, here's everything we need to fix that exhaust shield and then paint it. I have my drill bits here and some wire brushes. A drill, 5.5mm on the drill, gloves, a paint. The reason I'm using this paint, it's a paint and also primer, brake fluid to strip the old paint down. Alright, I have the drill. Let's make a hole over there. Alright, all the bolts are removed. Let's remove the exhaust shield. Alright, I'm gonna knock down the sharp edges with a file, because with the sharp edges it's more likely to chip the paint over here. So I'm gonna make it smooth and then it will be ready for painting. Alright, now it's smooth from both sides. Now it's ready for painting and stripping the paint. And for that I will use brake fluid to strip the old paint. Alright, it's been after half an hour. I can see the paint getting dissolved. Now I'm gonna use the wire brush to agitate it. Alright, now the paint all dissolved and remove it. The good thing about using brake fluid, it's not only dissolving the paint but also removing the rust as well. So now it's rust free. Now we're gonna clean it and get it ready for painting. Alright, I changed my glove and did the final wiping. Now it's ready for painting and also to grease it. Now we're gonna give it 25 minutes, which is drying time for this spray can. It's been after 25 minutes and the paint completely dry. Now we're gonna put it back. I also cleaned the bolts with wire brush from the rust. Now I'm gonna put some anti-seize and put it back. Alright, now we are all done. Even the bolts are clean when I put it back. Now it gives a big difference to the engine bay when you have exhaust shield clean like this. And here is how it looks if we compare it to before picture. So from now on, the water will be drained and not gonna stay over there and damage the plate. Let me know in the comment section below, do you have that problem with your Camry, and which model year is your Camry? All the products and the tools I used in this video will be in the video description box below. Hope you found the video useful and learned something new. If it was, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.